Bonjour people, this is Lewis here, Lewis Rowlands. I'm a nutritional balancing practitioner and this is video log 7. I'm just filling up my supplements, so I wanted to show you my technique of putting my supplements together. I've tried a few different things. I've tried the supplement boxes. Well, I suppose, yeah, that's the only one I've tried because it's the only one I could think of. The supplement boxes, but they didn't really work. They're too big and they kind of open up in your pockets when you put them in your pockets, etc., etc. So the best way really to carry around and separate your supplements is by basically just using these little baggies like this. You can pick them up from Amazon for like, I think these cost me like £1, £1.50 or something. And you get quite a lot, maybe like 100, 200. So in the beginning, what I used to do was I used to write, you can write on here with permanent marker, M, A and E, morning, afternoon and evening. I don't actually do that anymore. The reason why I don't do it is because I'm so used to the supplements now. I just have to look basically at the supplements to know which one I need to eat. But basically what I'll do is I'm on the coffee table at the moment, and I'll just put out my supplements in morning, afternoon and evening, and you can get the whole of the supplements on for the week or even 2 weeks or even a month if you want to do it like that. So yeah, so I'll just quickly do one. I'm sure you're going to realise what it's going to look like, but I'll just show you for the sake of it. Today I'm working at home. I've got a meeting with one of my web design clients who lives just up the road, so I'm going to go there today, have a meeting, and I've got some clients to speak to. So their hair analysis have come back, so I'll be speaking to them on Google Hangouts. I started to use Google Hangouts fairly recently. I've been using it for quite a long time now. The good thing about doing consultations and discussions on Google Hangouts is that it allows me to record the sessions, and a lot of people have got brain fog or have got other issues that cause them to forget or to you know, get a bit fogged up when I'm speaking to them. By recording the videos, it really obviously helps them a lot when they can come back to the videos and kind of see what we've been talking about. Also, it allows me to screen share my computer so I can kind of talk through the hair analysis results and kind of talk through the program design sheet. So yeah, that seems to be working really well so far. But anyway, so I've just run out of TMG actually, so I haven't got that in my supplements today. I put an order in yesterday, so hopefully I'll get that by tomorrow. But yeah, basically you just put your supplements in there like that, lock it up, and there you go. Put them in your pocket. All done. Alright, hope that helps you out. Speak soon. Anymore. Yo! How are you doing? Alright, cool. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about something that's really, really important actually, and something that's going to get you through the healing program much easier and much quicker really. And that is that the vast majority of the time, any feelings that rise up, any anxiety, any fears, any depression, even suicidal thoughts, etc., is usually detoxification or heavy metals. So it was going to happen on the program. Sometimes it happens quite a lot. Well, most of the time it happens quite a lot, and it's just something to understand. So basically, yeah, when you're healing, because the nutritional balancing program is basically a heavy detox program, you know, it's designed to detox you a lot, because we believe that the root cause of a lot of health issues are actually sorry, this road's really bad. are actually toxic metal and toxic chemical related. So whenever you're feeling anxious, or you can't sleep, or you're angry for whatever reason, you need to realise that it's highly likely that what's happening is that you're going through a detoxification reaction, a purification of the body. So for example, sometimes I'll not be able to sleep at night, and I'm awake, my head's racing, etc., and I'll think to myself, or I have thought in the past, I'm feeling sorry for myself, I'm not getting better, blah blah blah. But in reality, I'm actually just removing a toxic metal, copper or something similar. So now I actually welcome it, I embrace it, and I kind of love it in a way, and I'm kind of grateful of it happening. In the past, when I didn't understand it enough, there was times where I would do detrimental things, where I would go and eat sugar because I'm feeling sorry for myself, and I'd binge on things that I know that I shouldn't eat because I'm feeling bad. But in reality, all I was doing was releasing a metal. So yeah, just try and embrace it. Try and realise that 9 times out of 10, this is going to be a healing reaction. If sudden anger comes up, then it's probably something to do with cadmium. You might want to express it a little bit, which is fine, but don't get caught up in the trap of thinking that you're not improving, and feeling sorry for yourself, because in reality, what's really happening is you're releasing something that's really beneficial, and you just have to kind of sit with it a little bit, love it, be grateful for it. Sometimes you can even express it in a gentle, in a certain way, and yeah, you'll move through healing much quicker. All right, cheers. Bonjour. So question time. Again, do questions pretty much every vlog now, so if you got any questions, pop them in the comments section, and I'll be happy to answer them in the next vlog or the one after that. So question 1, do I ever get conflicted, or have I ever been conflicted on the nutritional balancing program with the conflicting ideas? For example, fruit is not recommended. However, we all know that the majority of people say fruit is good, dairy, etc, etc. So for me, and I suppose I struggle to understand other people's way of thinking sometimes, because before I started a nutritional balancing program, I obviously tried a lot of things, researched a lot of things. None of them really worked. But for whatever reason, when I actually listened or read Dr. Wilson's articles, they were just head and shoulders better and more thorough for me than everything that I'd ever read. Now, I know a lot of people read Dr. Wilson's articles and think different instantly, so I think sometimes I struggle a little bit understanding other people's perspectives, because how he wrote for me personally was dead on the mark. He says fruit is not recommended, but when you hear the ideas behind it, well, yeah, it makes sense. If people are struggling from sugar imbalances, then cut out fruit. It makes complete sense to me. The same thing with dairy. Obviously, there is some dairy recommended, but if people are highly sensitive to dairy on average, then yeah, let's cut out dairy. So for me, I've always been on point with Dr. Wilson's articles. In the beginning, is stuff on God, spirituality, etc. I struggled with, because I wasn't in that mindset. I wasn't that open-minded. I didn't believe in God, so that I had to take on board, but I didn't dismiss it straight away. I was open to it, and it kind of took me back a little bit, and I was quite, I was like, wow, this is unbelievable. So yeah, the only times I did doubt the program in general is when I was going through very severe healing reactions, and I mean really severe, and I thought, well, this cannot be normal. I'm getting worse. This is not right. And I think that's why a lot of people actually quit, is because they go through a big healing reaction, and they just cannot think that this is normal.
So they were the only times I doubted. I'm glad obviously I pushed through it, because now I know that that's not true. Yeah, but that does get people into trouble sometimes. It's just the severity of healing reactions, or severity of the exhaustions people get. People just don't realise how exhausted they are, and they think the program's not working because of that, but in reality it really is working. They're just extremely tired and extremely toxic, and they need to come out of the system. The second question was about hay fever. Do I have any tips for hay fever? I've got a few tips for hay fever. Hay fever is difficult. You need to heal the adrenal glands in order to get over hay fever. Some good things are nettle tea. If you can get a nettle extract, put it inside an enema, that's going to work well. There's a supplement, I forgot the name of it, but I have the link, so I'll post the link in the comments box. I've never actually used this supplement that's been recommended, but it's been recommended by a few people in the community of nutritional balancing. I'll put that in the comments box. Other things are local honey. I know honey's not recommended on the program, but there was a time when I was having severe hay fever, or I knew that I was going to get hay fever in the summer, and I didn't want to take any drugs. And let's be honest, hay fever is quite crippling, so I did have a little bit of local honey every day in the winter, and that definitely helped with my hay fever symptoms. Obviously drugs are toxic. Cortisone drugs are far more toxic than the antihistamine drugs. Just to be aware of that. If you have to take drugs. If you feel like you need to take drugs for hay fever, just try and stick with antihistamine, because they're much better than cortisone. But I would go with nettle tea. Try and get some nettle tea. If you can get some nettle extract, or probably even a nettle supplement, a good quality nettle supplement, water it down, powder it down, put it into a enema, and that should work pretty well. Second to that would be the supplement that I'll put in the comments box. Third to that would probably be the local natural honey, but I don't really recommend that. And then the last obviously would be the antihistamine tablets, and then the very last would be the cortisone tablets that stimulate the adrenal glands. Alright guys, well that's everything for this vlog. I'll see you in the next day or two. Keep the questions coming. Please add us on Facebook, subscribe to the channel. You know, the more people we can get subscribed to this, the more me and Luke can put content out. And yeah, speak soon.